food will hungry you. The moment they seem to build. So everything that comes with a spiritual language, flesh will fight it. The reason why they say we fasted. I went to churches, I've done 21 days, I've done all this fasting, nothing happened. In that you're fasting, you refuse to do the necessary thing in fasting. You can fast and go to your work. If you are doing a hard job, don't fast for too long. But in that little period of fasting, make sure you are praying. That's why I say before they pray, I will answer. While they are here speaking, I have done it. Why? He knows your need, but he wants you to still fast and pray. Because he disciplines you. I will show you why you need to fast. Let's read because of time. What verse are we now? Behold, intentionally, you know how you got there so you can sustain it. It is easier to backslide than to be strong, because some people, they don't know they have backslidden. Everything around them sinks normal. They don't know that God has left them. You are aware? The moment you stop praying and fasting, you have gotten out of the place of the secret place. You have gotten out of the presence of God. Check yourself how your life used to be those days when you were committed in prayer, and how it used to be when you withdrew. In the moment you withdrew, it was grace and mercy. Perhaps the ones you have done before that was carrying you. Because there is a way you pray and fast and follow God. Grace comes on you to sustain you, even in your weakness and failure. Somebody say, I hear. You know, sometimes you pray over a thing and pray over a thing and pray over it. Even you self-tired to pray, and you remove mouth to pray, then the answer comes. God tries to show you that there is no labor that is in vain. Not part of your heart. If the answer is coming, it means there is it's not coming. It means there is a part of you that have not surrendered to God. You will need to come to the point where you will need to keep as you are doing. You will need to add it fast for it to come to reality. Am I communicating? You will need to enjoin it fast. I tell people, the normal Jewish man who is in Judaism, where Christianity came out from, in the Mosaic religion, he does his fasting 2-3 times a week. That is the standard. I said, okay, so if you cannot meet at least once or twice a week, give yourself a day of fasting. We are not, when they finish January fasting, you just backslide. There are some of you, you will not even do, you will choose to do 3 days. He said, the rest is for pastor. God said, you gave 21, I give myself 7. Every time there is an embargo or a drive to a spiritual exercise, follow it. It will help you. If God tells you to do a 3 days fasting, don't do 2 days. If he even tells you to do, you must understand that God is not a man, so you must obey him. God does not take orders from you. You take orders from God. Somebody say, I hear. He said, and I told God how I wanted to do it. You are deceiving yourself. God is not your mate. Somebody say, I hear. So where are we? Verse 4. And to smite the feast of the wicked, cannot fast as ye did this day, to make your voice to be heard on high. There's a difference that you're doing midnight prayer, and naturally your tone went high is different. But that you want your neighbors to know that you are praying in this compound, so you start starting. Let all the witches and wizards know. Every witch and wizard in this compound, die by fire. No wonder they keep pressing you. Want to serve God, you will make an opportunity to serve God. They say that you make, nobody has time, but we all make our time for what we want. I don't have time, is because you don't want to have the time. Pay somebody to fast for you. It is a wrong ideology. If you pay the person, will you pay God? Hello? Hello? You realize that people have built a lot of, all of a sudden you feel relieved. You have not seen the answers, but in your spirit, you know that you have been answered. In your spirit, you know that something has happened. You have not seen the result before, but you are telling somebody it is done. My case is settled. Listen, get to the thing and it is not ascending. You will know that your prayer is hitting the roof. Except your gym. Let me gym. Forget all those your theory. Follow what the Bible tells you. Not even what pastor said. If what I say is not in line with the word of God, throw it away. If you go to a place and they are preaching something that does not fall inside with a compendium of what we call the word of God of the Old Testament or the New Testament. The New Testament of the 27 chapters of the 27 books and the Old Testament of the 39 books, making it 66 books. But there are other books like this book of Joshua, the ones written book of Enoch, that we did not make it to the degree when they were formulating what to form. When thou seest the naked and cover him, thou will hide not thyself from thy own flesh. Then shall thy light break forth as the morning, and thy health shall spring forth speedily. And thy righteousness shall go up before thee, and the glory of the Lord shall do what? Be. There are times you are fasting, somebody is provoking you, are looking at the person. This morning I just feel like taking you out to buy food for you. He said, where now? God did not come. Is either the time is not said, so the fasting has been credited in your account. I've told you my revelations that one day I was sitting down and praying, and you can still use that emotion. I've come to realize by psychology and reading the Bible that you can break into heaven through tears in prayers. Like I said, God is not an emotional God. If you just sit down here and say, I know that it's certain heaviness, unction. Everybody has a certain language. There's the way God speaks to you, you know something wants to go wrong. And then if you leave it that way, one of the errors we made when we are growing up spiritually is that God will show us a thing, or we had understanding that something wants to go wrong. We will never pray about it or do anything till it happens. But now I've come to understand that whenever I start having signals or I get a revelation about a heuristic event, I begin to find a better way out of it. But it shall not stand. Who will get out of the way? Lay your hands on the headache. A few days ago, I went for a prayer walk. As I was on the road, challenge that comes on your way in the prayer of journey of life, you can, no matter when you feel you have no back,